All right, so good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. Yes, I am coming from a different location today, and I'm actually here because I failed to do my regular live stream yesterday for my craft everyday in August. Was it day number 8, right? Because I had a bit of migraine attack. It started earlier in the afternoon, but then it became worse. So I decided to just, you know what? My camera is somehow, see, it's not straight. So hold on, let me straighten that first a little bit. All right. So the OC person. Okay, I think it's still a little bit lopsided, but at any rate, that's better. So today I just wanted to just go live and tell you for a change, a little bit of vlogging this time. Okay, hold on. I'm just checking if we are actually live. Okay, right now. All right, so there you go. Okay, yes. All right. So again, this is Mommy Guide Inc. So you're probably like um, wondering what am I doing and am I gonna be crafting. So actually, I am not. All right. So not yet, anyways. So tonight, I am actually gonna be going live with Jay of Crafts by Jay on his channel for our monthly collaboration for faith journaling. So if you're available, that's gonna be 9. Hold on. That's 9 a.m. Eastern. So that's tomorrow morning for you guys, 9 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific. No, no, not Pacific. Central. And that's going to be 9876. And, oh, it's too early, 6 a.m. Pacific. All right. So I see some people in the chat. Hi, Sam. And hi, Miss V. Hi, Jay. Thank you so much. And of course, good evening to you, Roy, as well. So I said, yes, this is LSJ Learning Hub. That's the name of my learning center. It stands for my name, my daughter, and my son. So it's Sam Jose Luis. That's why the name of my center is LSJ Learning Hub. And I'm actually here. So my what do you call this? My Rec Room Cafe, my Joyful Crafters Club, and my tutorial review center are all in this place. So I am actually here right now, okay, in my board game area. Okay, so this is where you can see. All right, so I'm trying to make it pan so you can see, okay, the collections that we have. So if you are interested in tabletop gaming. Okay, so we don't have like a walk-in thing, but you can reserve the place. Okay, so we do have a Facebook page for it. It's called RecRoom Cafe. Okay, I will put a link in the description down below. So if you are here in the Philippines, you are in the metro, and you do want to, cozy up with friends, detox a little bit with gadgets, so tabletop gaming or board games are a fun way to actually have, friends and family bonding. So you can do it here as well. All right. So I have not vlogged for a very long time. So I am not sure. Okay. So can you hear me just well? All right. Okay. So again, tonight, okay, I will not be going live on my channel because I will be in Jay of Crafts by Jay's channel. Okay. When I say tonight, that's tonight Philippine time, right? So that's tomorrow morning for most of you guys, right? So we are going to be doing a little bit of faith journaling. So if you have not actually caught Jay and I doing faith journaling. This is going to be an amazing time, and we're gonna be talking about a specific scripture verse. Okay, for tonight. Again, after that, a little bit of a Bible study, so to speak, and then we will create and update our faith journals with that one. Yes, so we do have several hundreds of board games to choose from. And most of the board games that we have, we also use for helping out students, okay, in their academic and non-academic journey. All right, so, oh yes, it's Vicky. Yes, see, Vicky, the other day, not yesterday, the other day. So I was doing a little bit of, the topic is embossing. And then I said, okay, so for embossing, the perfect ink to use is, I said, of course, not dye ink. And then I couldn't remember what that one is. It was like, it took me a full minute to remember pigment ink. Right? So I'm sorry. Apologies, my dear friend. All right. So this is Vicky. All right. So our dear friend Vicky, who just started, okay, her content creation journey on YouTube. So if you are watching this right now or on replay, I hope that you would, check out Vicky's channel. It's VJ Designs. Okay, I don't know if the camera can follow me till here, but I actually have something like this. Let me see if I can remove it. Okay, I don't think I can. But what it has are just, there is a, it looks like a Christmas tree. It's from IKEA. Some of, the cards that I have made in the past, and then I put them here. Some are actually made by friends. Most of them are actually made by me. So if you have given me a card in the past or sent me a card, okay, most probably if you go here, you will see it as well. And also, actually underneath, there's like a shelves underneath as well. I have here, okay, what do you call this? I have framed, okay, some of my most treasured cards from friends. All right. Okay. So this is from, whoop, come on, camera. Whoop. It doesn't want to show. All right. Okay. Here. So I think that's better. All right. So this first card, okay, it's a little bit dusty. Okay. Is actually from Nenette Samson Madero of My Little Attic Studio, one of our dear partner stores in the show for many years. And she has actually given, the Filipino crafting community such pride because she was the very first one who brought in Altinyu to the Philippines, and she is the very first Philippine and Asian Altinyu educator. So this is one of her cards, okay, and this one is from Whimsical Thoughts, right? So you often see her in the chat, Whims, as we fondly call her. This was her gift card to me during my 50th birthday, and this was accompanied by an awesome painting, okay, a portrait of mine, okay, and this one, okay, we rise by uh, lifting others, okay? It's in the middle, okay? And this was given to me by Jennifer Maguire. Yes, right? So it's one of my most treasured cards. During the pandemic, we did a card drive, and she donated a dozen cards to us, and we had that auctioned, and all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, went to help, okay, those who got flooded, who lost their homes here in Marikina. So, and then this one was addressed to me, so this was not auctioned, so I have it there. All right, and this one here is from Julie Di Matteo. Okay, a dear, friend of mine. If you are in the Stamping Up community, I'm sure you have heard of her, right? She has been a guest as well. This was one of her cards that she sent me as well. And this is from, okay, Jo Pescasio. Okay, again, another awesome card maker, crafter maker who is the owner of Papel at Iba Pa, who is also another dear partner store of mine in my faith, okay, journaling episode. So there. Okay, so you can find that as well and I put it here in my center. Okay, so um, we will start classes in a little bit. Okay, the students are probably on their way here. I already have a teacher who is here. Okay, stopping by to say hi. Not sure how long. It's okay because this is not going to be a very long stream, Susan. Again, thank you, Susan, for always checking up on me as well and for giving me such amazing tips. All right, during our series of craft every day in August. So if you are here lurking or if you have chanced upon this video for whatever reason, okay, I'm actually doing a craft every day in August series, and we focus on the basics of crafting, right? So basics, absolutely basics. So I know a lot of friends of mine actually hop on, although they're not really into basics anymore, but it's very helpful because they also give amazing tips and suggestions in the chat as well. And yes, please don't forget to hit that like button. All right. So I don't know if I can pull out some of the games here. So our games in my board game place vary from ages from like even have games for as young as like 3 to 4 year old. Okay, up to heavy gamers where one game can last you like one full day. Yes, Mommy Lala is a geek. Right? So even one of my signs here says, welcome crafters and gamers. Yes. All right. So let me see if I can give you like a very, very, okay, try to follow me, camera, and let's see how far it can follow me. Okay, a sneak peek of the insides of the center. So there are several sections of this place, right? So here you have another, like, what do you call that? Another shelf. So I have a ton of shelves here, but I don't think it can follow me because I am not in the shelf. Anyways, those are shelves where you can find some of the manipulatives and stuff that we use for teaching. And over here is the main area. Okay, so let me see if you can follow me. All right, so this is where most of the time the main teacher, if we have like a bigger group, okay, would teach. And then there's a board in front. Okay, and there's a TV here, a big TV here at the back. Can you see it? Come on, follow me. It doesn't want to follow me. Is that the angle that you can see? Oh, okay, it doesn't want to follow me. Hold on. Let me follow me. Move. Okay, let me see if it's. Are you following? 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 Okay, it is. All right. All right. So most of, yeah, we try to have like smart classrooms already, right? So and then of course we have a lot of books. We have almost all the walls here have books from floor to ceiling. Okay, so a lot of them are of course references for homeschoolers and other things. So we have several rooms here as well that we use for different classes, even for crafting. And maybe one of these days, I will show you, okay, what the Club Hub room looks like. And beyond these curtains are, again, tons of storage for other books and stuff. Okay, sorry, I don't have like a gimbal that can follow me. So this is just the tiny Air 2. Okay, so let me see. So you see how big I am? Because normally you only see up to here, right? So, okay, come on, follow me, camera. Woohoo. When I move too fast, it doesn't follow. All right, so I will just do like that. All right. So if you do have questions, okay, crafty or non-crafty otherwise, so this is the other side of Mummy Guide Inc., right? So I'm a passionate crafter, but somehow this is part of my day job, right? So I do run a learning center, tutorial and review center from elementary up to college and post college or postgraduate school, okay, academic and non-academic support. And of course, we do have a board game place as well. That would be amazing, Sammy. Maybe one day. Yes, yes. If you are, I know that Faith of Plan by Faith is here in the Philippines, and I hope that she would reach out to me before she actually goes back to the US. I would love, love, love to craft with her, be able to craft with her. And hopefully, when I go back to the US, if and when that happens, I would be able to, meet up with you guys and maybe just for a short session, have like crafting sessions with you as well. I know I've met Roy because we actually are part of the Ecam fam, and I was able to join them for the camp creator camp in Boston, um, like 2 years ago. All right, and there's another one in October. I'm not sure yet. Okay, I know that there might still be slots available. Speaking of which, Marian, hello, hello, good morning, sis. Sis, are you coming to Creator Camp? Okay, my fear is, um, what's happening right now for tourists, right? So that is my fear. So that's why I'm on the fence, okay, if I will push through or not. How many of these? Majority of which I have played. Because how did we get started? So I will sit down. All right. So I will sit down so that Okay. By the way, here. Okay. So here's like the reception area as well. So I do have like Joyful Crafters Club membership stuff. So if you are based in the Philippines and you are looking for an actual physical place where you can come and craft with others and meet up. All right, this is something that we also have here. So as I was saying, and then Susan was asking, okay, ah, and it's not that, Marian. It's also the fear of I've heard actually family don't want me to go because they might say there's just many uncertainty, right? So but every time I see you guys talk about creator camp, it's like, okay, okay, I'm gonna push through, I'm gonna go. All right, so going back to the games, my friends, so please pray about that for me. All right, so most of the games I've already played. So how did I come, or how was I able to come up with like this big collection? So how many board games do we have right now, B-boy? Oh, he's in a class. All right, he's having his class right now. Sorry. Um, and I think it was almost close to about about 1,000. All right. So because there's so many smaller ones, card games, right? And the reason how before, during my generation, the kind of tabletop game that we played was only Monopoly, Sorry, right? So those kinds of board games where everything more or less was, of course, there's a little bit of strategy, but more on chance, right? And then maybe a year or two before the pandemic, I think it was Sam who got us started in it. So there was this bazaar in the mall and they were selling, board games. And then they said that they do have like a board game place where you can eat and play with others and stuff like that. And so we kept on going back. So I have to pay per head. So that's me, B-Boy, and Sam every time we'd go. But it's consumable. So I said, you know what? I'm racking up bills paying for this. I said, how much is a board game? Right? So I said, okay, so might as well just get the board game and I will have it forever. Right? I don't need to pay every time. And then, when we go, we can only play what? Maybe 1 to 2 board games every time we go because it takes a while for it to finish, right? Especially if it's, nice. And so I started buying. Okay. Anyway, my what is in my defense, I also said, oh, my kids love this. I will, spend less money in going to those board game cafes. And at the same time, we can have it's ours forever. So I started with buying, 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 and then by the time I knew it, it started with just one shelf, and then two, and then three, and then We even have some at home. This is not everything. We still have, several, you know, racks as well at home. The ones that, my kids personally want to have at home, just when they have friends over, stuff like that, right? So some of them I have now multiples. And so I realized, I said, you know what? I probably could now open up my own because I have so much, right? So that's how it started. And of course, being a homeschooling parent, this has also helped a lot. Okay, I want to show you something. Sam, can you get me that one? I don't know if you can see it. Can we showcase it? Can you follow me? Can you follow me and then look up, 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 up? No, it doesn't, because it's not following my hand. All right, so can you get one of those? Anak? Okay, let me see if I can show you. Okay, that's Sam. Okay, she is trying to reach the top of one of the shelves to get one of several. All right, I actually was gifted 25. All right, so they gave me 25 of those. Okay, so this is a Filipino original board game. Okay, believe it or not, a lot of English is our second language here in the Philippines, but a lot of kids nowadays have a difficulty speaking the mother tongue. Okay, speaking Filipino. Okay, and so this is, come on. All right, so this is called salitaan. Okay, salitaan is like a Filipino Scrabble, right? So you create words just like Scrabble, okay? But we do have different number of vowels and consonants. Vowels we call patinig, consonants we call katinig, right? But the concept is the same. So you build a word. Every word that you build, okay, you get a certain number of points, and then you also have tiles where it can give you triple letra, that means triple letter, double salita, that means double word. So just like, an American Scrabble. And I use this to help, my students, especially the homeschoolers, learn Filipino. Yes. So most of the kids nowadays here in the Philippines have a difficulty speaking the native tongue. Because they grow up watching TV, watching cartoons, right? So most of them are pretty, versed in speaking, English more than the native tongue. So that board game also helps out. I do also have board games where I used to teach chemistry. Okay, so I have covalent and ion, and then we also have board games that could help out with biology. Okay, physics. All right, so basically everything and anything you can think of. Okay, we have specific board. Of course, we do have the usual party games, right? And our favorites are normally those that really you have to think, right? And strategize. Yes, be careful, Sammy. Yes, so Sammy is here as well. She is working on the preparations for her thesis. Yes, she is graduating this year. So please pray for her and her thesis mate, okay, as they navigate through the last 2 semesters of university. So I'll be graduate. Hopefully, by God's grace, have a child who graduates from university by next year. All right. So that's it. Basically, I just wanted to update you guys because again yesterday, so sorry for not being able to go live. I really prepared everything, but you know how it is when it's a throbbing migraine. I could barely even open my eyes. This side of my face was like, I felt it was so swollen. So I just said, I just needed to, to just rest. And I knew you guys would understand. So for tonight, I do have a live with Jay. I was planning to go a little bit early before I actually go on Jay's channel for our faith journaling, but then I decided, you know what, I'll just go live. I'll just go live now and practice vlogging because I actually have not done so in quite a bit, right? So if you are wondering, I what board games we actually love, I did several videos. Some are live streams with my kids. For I think it was Vlogmas or another craft every day. Okay, I think it probably was in April or August of last year that I did so. And you will see some of the games that, my kids and I love to play. Okay, and we actually also included everybody right in the chat that time. So, and what do you call, Don actually said maybe we could do it together, or we could do it more often. But it's kind of hard because you know how it is, the latency. So when you put your answers in the chat, it doesn't appear like immediately, right? So there you go. Yes, good for you, Sammy. Yes, thank you so much, Vicky. Um, Although school officially starts for them next week, they're actually been, mind storming. Do you call that mind storming? All right, already about what they plan to present, okay, to their advisor for it. So thank you so much, everyone. Yes, I have to go to bed. Yes, it's quite late for you guys. It's actually midnight for most of you, or 11 p.m. So I truly appreciate that you actually joined me today just for a little bit of update. Okay, maybe next time I'm going to do like a proper, what do you call that? Tour, okay, of the center, the club hub, okay, and this one as well, because right now there are several classes happening, so I cannot like go there, all right, and show you the place, but hopefully one of these days I will. And I'm also coming up with a craft room update. Okay, so normally every year I tweak it a little bit, and this year might be a little bit of not really very minor, not super major, just some tweaking here and there. So that is gonna be coming soon as well. And please, by on the 10th for you guys, we are going to have the August Kenja's Card Challenge 19 live stream. And as usual, yours truly is going to be the last in the hop, okay? Because, the team is very gracious enough to let me, get a little bit more sleep because it starts at 3:30 a.m. my time. So by the time it gets to me, it's already 7 a.m. So I am, pretty much awake by that time. So I hope that you can join us for that. So if you want to know and see what are mystery card kits from Kenja, because that is going to be our featured product or episode. Okay. Hi, Wims. Yes, actually, I was watching the Lisa's live a little bit earlier while I was preparing to go to the center, but since I was preparing stuff, so remember I brought like during the the die cutting machines, so some of them I had to bring back here to the club hub, so I was fixing stuff, so I wasn't able to chat, but I saw Wims over there as well in the chat. All right, so with that, my dear friends, have a great rest of the night. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and see you later at Crafts by Jay. Again, it's 9 a.m. Eastern, okay, or 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. Philippine time. All right, bye everyone. Okay, I have to be very near because this is where I am. Bye bye. Please do check out my dear friend's new channel, VJ Designs.